Netflix, from DVD rentals to global streaming. Have you ever wondered how a small DVD rental business turned into one of the most powerful global streaming platforms? Today, we're going to dive into the incredible story of Netflix, a company that revolutionized entertainment and changed the way we watch TV and movies forever. But that's not all. We're going to explore this fascinating success story while improving your English at the same time. As you listen, you'll pick up new vocabulary, learn useful phrases, and improve your listening comprehension, all through the power of storytelling. So, whether you're a beginner or an intermediate English learner, you're in the right place. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of Netflix and enhance your English skills in the process. By the end of this chapter, you'll not only understand how Netflix grew into the streaming giant it is today, but you'll also feel more confident using English in your daily life. Stick around till the end, because we have some key language tips and expressions that will help you speak more naturally and fluently in English. Let's jump into the story and start learning. Chapter 1: The Beginning of Netflix. It all started in 1997 when two entrepreneurs, Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph, came together to create something that would change the entertainment industry forever. They founded Netflix in California, but at the time, it wasn't the streaming giant we know today. Netflix began as a DVD rental service that offered a simple yet innovative idea: the ability to rent DVDs online and have them mailed directly to your home. This was a game changer, especially compared to the traditional video rental stores, where people had to physically visit and pick out movies. At the time, renting a movie meant going to a Blockbuster or a similar store, finding your favorite film, and hoping it wasn't out of stock. Late fees were another common problem, and they could add up quickly if you forgot to return your rental on time. Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph saw an opportunity to eliminate these hassles, making it easier and more convenient for people to enjoy movies from the comfort of their homes. Netflix's subscription model was groundbreaking. Instead of paying for each movie rental individually, customers could pay a monthly fee and rent as many DVDs as they wanted, with no late fees or due dates. This model was simple and customer-friendly, which made it stand out in a crowded market. By 1999, Netflix had already gained a loyal customer base, but the real turning point was yet to come. In the early 2000s, the internet was becoming more widely available, and people were starting to realize the potential of streaming technology. Netflix was aware of this shift and saw streaming as the future of entertainment. But at that moment, the company was still focused on its DVD rental business. However, Reed Hastings and his team had bigger plans for Netflix, and they were not about to stop at DVD rentals. This was the beginning of a journey that would lead to Netflix becoming one of the most influential companies in the world. Little did anyone know, this small, innovative DVD rental service would soon become the powerhouse that changed how we watch movies and TV shows today. But to get to that point, Netflix needed to make some bold decisions that would completely transform the way people consumed entertainment. Chapter 2: The Game Changer. In the early 2000s, Netflix was thriving as a DVD rental service. But Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph knew they needed to think bigger. The internet was evolving rapidly, and the rise of broadband connections gave people faster and more reliable access to the web. As they observed these changes, the Netflix team began to recognize a new opportunity: streaming movies and TV shows directly over the internet. This would eliminate the need for DVDs altogether and allow people to watch content instantly, without waiting for a physical delivery. The idea of streaming was not new. Some companies had already started experimenting with online video. However, the technology and infrastructure were still in their infancy. Netflix was not the first to try streaming, but it was one of the first to make it its main focus. In 2007, the company launched its streaming service, offering customers the ability to instantly watch movies and TV shows on their computers. This marked a major shift in the entertainment landscape, and it was just the beginning. At first, the streaming library was relatively small, and the quality of the video was not as high as it is today. However, the appeal was clear. No more waiting for DVDs to arrive in the mail, no more late fees, and no more trips to the rental store. You could simply log in to Netflix and start watching right away. This convenience was a huge selling point, and the company's subscriber base began to grow rapidly. The success of streaming led to Netflix making even bolder moves. As more people embraced the convenience of watching content on demand, Netflix started to invest in improving its streaming technology. They began to develop partnerships with electronics companies to make their service available on a wider range of devices, including smart TVs, gaming consoles, and mobile phones. This expansion helped Netflix reach more customers and cemented its place as a leader in the streaming industry. But Netflix didn't stop there. The real game changer came when the company decided to move beyond just offering existing content. In 2013, Netflix made a groundbreaking decision to start producing its own original content, creating shows like House of Cards and Orange is the New Black. This move changed everything, positioning Netflix not just as a content distributor, but as a content creator. The company was now in control of its own programming, and it had the power to shape the entertainment industry in ways that no one had imagined. With streaming and original content, Netflix was transforming from a DVD rental service into a global entertainment powerhouse. But the journey was far from over. The company was just beginning to make its mark on the world. Chapter 3: The Rise of Original Content. By 2013, Netflix had already changed the way people consumed movies and TV shows. With its convenient streaming service, people could watch their favorite content whenever and wherever they wanted. But Reed Hastings and his team weren't satisfied with just being the go-to platform for streaming. They wanted to take control of their own future and redefine the entertainment industry even further. That's when Netflix made a bold and groundbreaking decision to start creating its own original content. The move into original programming wasn't just a strategy to stand out in a crowded market. It was a way for Netflix to have exclusive shows and movies that no other platform could offer. In 2013, Netflix released its first major original series, House of Cards. The show was an instant success, receiving critical acclaim for its writing, acting, and production values. House of Cards wasn't just a hit with viewers, it also earned Netflix its first ever Emmy nominations, signaling that the company was now a serious player in the entertainment world. The success of House of Cards was followed by another breakout hit, Orange is the New Black, a series that went on to become a cultural phenomenon. With these two shows, Netflix proved that it could not only distribute content, but also create high-quality programming that resonated with audiences worldwide. This was a significant turning point for the company, as it demonstrated Netflix's ability to compete with traditional Hollywood studios and networks. As Netflix began to produce more original content, it also experimented with different formats and genres. In addition to dramas and comedies, Netflix started creating documentaries, stand-up comedy specials, and even children's programming. The variety of content on the platform grew exponentially, appealing to a wide range of tastes and demographics. The company's willingness to take risks and try new things set it apart from other entertainment companies, and viewers began to flock to the platform for the latest Netflix originals. With original content, Netflix also found a way to keep subscribers engaged and reduce churn. Since Netflix owned the rights to its original shows, they could offer exclusive programming that wasn't available on any other platform. This gave viewers a reason to stay subscribed, knowing they could only find these shows on Netflix. The rise of original content marked a major shift in the entertainment landscape, with Netflix leading the charge. But Netflix wasn't just competing with traditional TV and film companies anymore. It was creating its own industry, and the company's success was just beginning. Chapter 4: Global Expansion. As Netflix's original content began to take off, the company was no longer just an American success story. Reed Hastings and his team recognized that the future of Netflix lay beyond the borders of the United States. They had already built a strong customer base in North America. But in order to grow into the global powerhouse it is today, Netflix needed to expand its reach worldwide. The first step in Netflix's global journey came in 2010, when the company began to expand into international markets, starting with Canada. This marked the beginning of a broader strategy to take Netflix to countries across the globe. Initially, Netflix faced significant challenges in this expansion. Different countries had varying regulations, and licensing content for international markets was complex. The company had to negotiate with international content providers and work around copyright laws, which often meant that the shows and movies available in one country were not necessarily available in another. However, Netflix quickly adapted. Instead of simply replicating its U.S. service, Netflix began to tailor its content offerings to each region's tastes and preferences. The company used sophisticated algorithms to suggest movies and shows based on local viewing habits, helping it provide a more personalized experience for each user. This made Netflix not just a global service, but a service that felt local, no matter where you were. By 2016, Netflix had expanded to over 190 countries, making its streaming service available nearly everywhere in the world. This was a huge milestone for the company, and it solidified Netflix's position as the dominant player in the global streaming market. But expanding to so many countries wasn't without its challenges. In many regions, Netflix had to compete with local streaming platforms and television networks that already had strong footholds in the market. In addition, the company had to navigate different cultural attitudes toward entertainment, varying internet speeds, and different preferences when it came to content. Despite these challenges, Netflix's expansion strategy proved to be a resounding success. The company's global reach was unmatched, and its subscriber base grew rapidly. By offering localized content, investing in international productions, and continuously improving its platform, Netflix was able to win over customers in countries all over the world. Netflix's global expansion didn't just change the way people consumed entertainment, it also had a profound impact on the entertainment industry itself. By providing a platform for creators from all corners of the globe, Netflix helped bring international stories to a wider audience. It was no longer just Hollywood calling the shots in the world of entertainment. It was a truly global industry, and Netflix was leading the way. Chapter 5: The Future of Netflix. As Netflix continues to dominate the entertainment landscape, the question on everyone's mind is, what's next? With millions of subscribers around the world and a vast library of content, Netflix has reached a point where it no longer just competes with traditional television networks and film studios. It's shaping the future of entertainment itself. One of the key factors driving Netflix's success is its ability to adapt. As the world of streaming becomes more competitive, Netflix knows it must stay ahead of the curve to maintain its leading position. To do this, the company is constantly evolving its platform and business model to meet the demands of viewers and anticipate future trends. One area that Netflix is heavily investing in is interactive content. Shows like Black Mirror Bandersnatch have already demonstrated the potential of interactive storytelling, where viewers can make decisions that influence the plot. This innovation allows for a more immersive and personalized experience, and Netflix is expected to explore this further with more interactive series and films. By blending traditional storytelling with interactive elements, Netflix is pushing the boundaries of what television can be and offering viewers a unique way to engage with content. Another area where Netflix is focusing its efforts is global content creation. The company has already made significant strides in producing original content in countries around the world, from Sacred Games in India to Money Heist in Spain. As global streaming consumption continues to rise, Netflix will likely continue to invest in local productions that resonate with regional audiences, while also ensuring that these shows have international appeal. By being a platform for diverse voices and cultures, Netflix is not just expanding its library, but also diversifying the stories it tells. In addition to original content, Netflix is also exploring the gaming industry. With the rise of mobile gaming and the increasing intersection between video games and television, Netflix is looking to create gaming experiences that tie into its existing content. This could include interactive video games based on popular Netflix series, or even entirely new gaming experiences that allow subscribers to dive deeper into the worlds of their favorite shows. By entering the gaming market, Netflix is positioning itself as a multifaceted entertainment provider, offering something for everyone, from movies and TV shows to games. Looking ahead, the biggest challenge for Netflix might not be how to create content, but how to maintain its position in an increasingly crowded market. With new streaming platforms popping up regularly, Netflix faces competition from companies like Amazon Prime Video, Disney Plus, and Hulu, each offering their own exclusive content. In addition, the rise of ad-supported streaming services could change the dynamics of how Netflix approaches its subscription model. Will Netflix introduce ads, or will it stick to its ad-free model and risk losing out on advertising revenue? Despite these challenges, Netflix's future looks bright. The company's commitment to innovation, global expansion, and a diverse range of content continues to set it apart. As long as it stays true to its mission of delivering high-quality entertainment to a global audience, Netflix is likely to remain at the forefront of the entertainment industry for years to come. Stay tuned to see how Netflix continues to evolve and shape the future of entertainment. The journey is far from over, and the next chapter of this streaming giant's story promises to be just as exciting as the last. The end. As we've seen in the story of Netflix, innovation, persistence, and the courage to take risks can turn even the smallest ideas into global success. Netflix didn't become the powerhouse it is today by following the same path everyone else was taking. Instead, it carved out its own future by embracing change, learning from challenges, and constantly adapting to what people wanted most. No matter where you are in your journey, remember that every great success story starts with a single step. Whether you're learning a new language, pursuing a career, or chasing your dreams, you have the power to create your own path. Like Netflix, you can evolve, adapt, and overcome any obstacles along the way. So keep pushing forward. Embrace new opportunities and never stop learning. The future is full of possibilities, and your story, just like Netflix's, has only just begun. Keep striving, and remember, the journey is just as important as the destination.